I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Falcons and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guys pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchdown. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial... How quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Here's 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he will go all the way. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Titans will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Frank London. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going with their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Oh, big hole left side. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they find different ways to use the speed of the wide receiver, this time in the running game for the touchdown.
I love the creativity by this play caller, Mike, to get the ball in the hands of one of his most explosive playmakers. In some cases, you want to throw it to him, but in this case, you hand it to him, and he pays it off with a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The Falconz offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Whoa. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll look to throw yet again. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Falconz. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with first and 10. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Back to throw. His fullback releasing. And he's going to bring it in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not...
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. They bring their tight end right. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Spears. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Spears. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man right side. It's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. That one taken in. Touchdown Atlanta. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Titans offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The open man is Wilson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and 2. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. That's fielded at the 7. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we hit halftime, and the team heading to the visiting locker room. The Titans are on top, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Christian Watson, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And a decent return there he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Now he takes off. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Here we go. Set.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He runs with it. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll try to run with Robinson. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will up the lead to 5. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense and Tyjae Spears getting ready for their next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Spears. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D is just... First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defense.
This pressure is relentless. They get him again. The Titans sending out their punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. So we are through 3. Handoff. Here's Robinson running right. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Going right. It's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Back to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Alert, check.
Now it's Spears. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Pass completed to Douglas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 2nd down.
65.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now... We'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, go.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's a big one. This third down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.